series. We do these every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We do these educational and informational webinars for Nadex, so I appreciate you joining us tonight. Sometimes we go over, we cover a lot of different things and we cycle back through. Sometimes we talk about Nadex binaries, Nadex spreads. We get into the ins and outs of them, what they are, how we trade them. We talk about some different trading systems and strategies and news events and all kind of different things. Tonight's going to be a little bit more for some newbies, but even for you guys that have been around for a little bit. What we're talking about tonight is just a very general topic of how to start day trading. A lot of people say, hey, I hear about this trading thing, and I've heard of Nadex, I've heard of binaries, but what is day trading? How do I even get into day trading? And what are some do's and don'ts? We're talking about how to start day trading. What are some kind of short-term, goals and long-term success, and how to get started, some do's and don'ts, some things to do right, some wrongs to stay away from. But so let's hop in here. Let's just knock out our disclosures real quick here. Feel free to ask questions as we go along, as long as they're geared towards what we're talking about here. If I don't get to your question right away, I'm not avoiding you. I just want to keep us on track to get through the subject matter to keep us on time. And some of your questions will be answered in the next section as we go along. Otherwise, at the end, I will try to catch up here. So don't think I'm avoiding you. I just don't want to hold everyone else up. I want to get our subject matter done here, and then we can spend a little extra time on some questions here. So, as always, trading futures, options, or any financial instrument involves risk, may not be suitable for every investor. Information here in this webinar is for informational and educational purposes only, and is not an offer or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any particular financial instrument offered by Nadex. Past performance is not indicative of future performance, future results. So, for those of you new to Nadex, what we're talking about tonight is how to get into day trading. Nadex offers a great way to get into day trading with smaller accounts and with limited capped risk. If you're new to Nadex, feel free to hop on over to nadex.com and you can get some information about the different products Nadex offers. Basically, they offer binary options and they offer spreads, okay? I'm going to show you where you can get some more in-depth information as well on an education on how to trade binaries and spreads. Also, right here under the trading tab, I want to make you aware of a free tool. You go to Demo Trading Platform, and you can open a free demo account with Nadex. They'll give you a $25,000 free lifetime demo account. All right, you fill out a quick form, hit submit. Just a few moments, you'll get an email. I didn't log in. In just a few moments, you'll get an email with a temporary password, and you can log right into a demo account. Like I said, Nadex will give you a $25,000 demo account. That way you can get familiar with the Nadex platform, get familiar with the different products they offer, the different binary and spread products. Practice entering and exiting orders, closing orders early, practice any new strategies or systems that you're checking out. Just a great place to practice in and master your strategy or system before you get into live trading. And you're going to hear me talk quite a bit about that tonight as we talk about some of the do's and don'ts of getting into day trading. One of the big things we're going to talk about is making sure that you take your time in demo, okay? I can't tell you how many people I've talked to that are in day trading or into trading in general that, they saw something online, they saw some cool little get-rich-quick video about just pressing buttons, yes or no, is win or lose on binaries, and I just want to jump in and go. It seems so easy. I just want to jump in and go. Well, and they don't take their time in their demo account. They jump right in with their live money, and maybe they even luck out for a little while, and they're making a little money, and so they start doing, multiple contracts, and then all of a sudden, boom, something works until it doesn't work, and there goes all of your live money, because you did not take the time to educate yourself and learn your strategy or system in your demo account, okay? It's very, very important. So if any of you don't have a demo account yet, hop on over to nadex.com right now, even while we're on this webinar. Make sure you sign up and get one right away. That way you have it. From there, hop on over to our website. Again, my name is John Skelton. I'm with apexinvesting.com. hop on over to apexinvesting.com. Go right here to join free now. This will get you a free username and password to our website and get you access to tons of information on and literally hundreds of hours of education here. Somebody's saying the audio is a little staticky. Is it coming through clear for everybody? Just need to figure out if that's on my end or just on Robert's end here. Craig, how are we sounding? We sounding okay? Okay, Robert, looks like most everyone else is saying it's clear. If you have any issues there, you might want to, if you're having a real bad issue, you can log off and log back in. Otherwise, you might want to maybe adjust a speaker, but we've got about 150 people on, and most of them, only 2 or 3 are saying little staticky. So I'll make an adjustment on this end to make sure and try to help. But hop on over, create a free username and password, and you can log right into the Apex website here, okay? This will give you tons of free information. I want to just direct you to a few places here to get you started. If you go right here to Start Elite Education, I have it broken down into several different sections, but right here, Nadex spreads or Nadex binaries. And for example, let's just say that you're a Nadex binary trader. All you gotta do is go to this tab and start going through it. This is a quick intro video. These are links to sign up with Nadex. This is a step-by-step training course on binaries. Okay, and again, this is absolutely free to you with a free username and password. When I say free, I mean the education is free. When you sign up for the username and password, you don't have to give a credit card number, nothing like that. Just sign in and get the free education. But this step-by-step course, this is not some long webinar. This is literally a training course on binaries. Once you go through this course, you will understand what a binary is. I kind of go through why Nadex binaries, why they're different from other binary brokers out there, and some of these overseas binary places. Binaries 101, what is a binary? How do they work? What are the different markets and expiration times? At the money and out of the money, in the money binaries, all the different binaries that are available, how they're settled, how to place orders, how to place limit order, literally everything you would need to know, okay, about what is a binary. Then once you understand, okay, I understand a binary, what it is and how it works. Now what do I do with it? Well, what's the next thing down? Binary trading systems. There's some different systems, different ways we trade binaries. We have some trade rooms and some other free tools. Same with Nadex spreads. You can go through and get all of that information right there, okay? Sandy, you just set me up perfectly. Sandy says, is this webinar recorded? This webinar is being recorded, and later tonight, after the webinar is over, I will have it posted. Where will it be? If you're on our website here, go right here to where it says Help Desk and Forum, go to Trading Questions Forum. This is our forum here. Tons of free education and information in the forum for you as well. Everything from trading psychology, risk management. You scroll down to the section 10 here, S10, just all of our different systems. You can go through and read all the different systems here as well. But Sandy, if you scroll a little bit further down, right here, watch webinars here. This is another very important place I want to direct you to. This is a wealth of information, a complete library. Notice how it's all broken down right here. Nadex binary webinars, Nadex spread webinars, Nadex platform tutorials, all kind of different tutorials about how to use the Nadex platform. Getting started with Nadex. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're a Nadex binaries trader. Well, I showed you the step-by-step courses there on binaries. You can click right here, Nadex binary webinars. This will show you all the different webinars we've done just on Monday nights. In the money and out of the money binary strategies, trading binaries part-time or at night, strangles and butterflies, how to scalp 5-minute binaries, Nadex binaries 101, all kind of different strategies, systems, how to do 20-minute binaries. They're all right here for you to take advantage of, okay? But again, this section right here, watch webinars here. The very first one says newest webinars. If you click that, later tonight, that is where this webinar will be, recording will be placed. And if you've missed some of the last few weeks, you can go back and watch any of the newest webinars we've done, okay? Like I think last Monday, picking the right spread, directional trading with Nadex spreads, in the money and out of the money strategies, all kind of different webinars there for you to watch and take advantage of. Okay, so again, hop on over to apexinvesting.com, get a free username and password, check out all that free education. Also hop on once you've done that, and also make sure you get on to Nadex and get that free demo account. Okay, take advantage of the free tools and education there. From there, hop on over to facebook.com/apexinvesting. Like us and follow us on Facebook. We post a lot of notifications there, and you can get notified of upcoming webinars, webinar recordings, new articles, new trading systems. It's a great place to keep up with new info. Like us on Facebook. Once you've liked us, you'll see right here where it says like. Just click that little drop-down box and mark all posts. Otherwise, you won't get notified. You might not get notified of a post about a new webinar or a new system or new news coming out you need to be aware of. So facebook.com/apexinvesting. Check us out there. So again, tonight, how to get started with day trading. We're going to talk about some of the top mistakes for new traders, tips for long-term success, how to even start part-time or with a small account. So some people ask, what is day trading? Okay, well, take a look at this chart here. Everybody sees this chart. You know, up, down, up bars, down bars, you know, right? Okay, let's take a look at this chart. Same thing, up bars, down bars. Okay, how about this chart? Same thing, bunch of up and down bars, right? Do these charts really look that different to you? I mean, yeah, some were going more up, some were going more down. You don't really see a huge difference in these charts, right? You see up bars and down bars. Well, take a look at something here. Right here, what does this say? Monthly. See that? Monthly. Each one of these bars is a whole month, right? Let's go back up. What does this say? Daily. Each one of these bars are a daily bar. Okay? How about this one? 60 minutes. These are hourly bars. Each one of these bars is an hour. And then what is this? These are 5-minute bars, right? Without really knowing and looking at that, a chart's a chart kind of thing, right? So when it comes to day trading, what is day trading? Well, day trading is, you know, maybe you're looking at a 5-minute chart or 10-minute chart or even an hourly chart. And what day trading is shorter term positions rather than longer term. You might be in a position just till the end of the day, or you may only be in a position for a few hours, or even just a few minutes, okay? You're not necessarily taking a position and holding on to it. You're not buying a stock and holding on to it for 3 years looking for it to go up. You're not taking a future position and holding it for days or for weeks. You're looking for the shorter term, immediate trends of the market. Like, what is the market doing right now? Can I get into something right now and it's going up a little bit and I catch that move and I get out, right? Maybe it's just a few minutes, maybe it's hours, maybe it's the end of the day. But day trading is just shorter term trading. Just like those different charts I showed you. You'll see that sometimes, hey, look, oh, market's going down, 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 down. Okay, well, that's a monthly chart. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 months, right? Well, let's see here. A 5-minute chart, look, market's going down, 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 down. But that was all in a matter of just what? An hour or two, right? So it's catching those moves on a shorter term during the day, okay? Now, Ron says, what is the margin requirement for the binaries? Good question, Ron. Let's talk about that. So a lot of people say, hey, I want to get into this day trading thing, but, you know, I've heard it takes like $25,000 to get into day trading. Well, if you're day trading stocks, individual equity stocks, then yes, your broker is most likely going to require a $25,000, well, it's going to require a $25,000 margin, okay, just to, you have to have that in your account just to day trade stocks, okay? Let's say you're trading futures, okay? Well, futures can have a margin of $500 up to $2,500 or more just to get into one contract, all right? They require larger accounts. that require a larger risk tolerance. If you're trading Forex, like spot FX, sometimes you can have a pretty good size margin on spot FX. I mean, if you want to trade spot FX and make, $10 a tick or a pip per movement, you're going to have to put up $3,000 or $4,000, possibly more, depending on which currency pair you're trading. Okay, that's where Nadex comes in. All right, that's where Nadex is very different. All right, you can trade Nadex binaries or Nadex spreads. Okay, binaries are a derivative. Okay, notice Nadex, what it stands for is North American Derivatives Exchange. Well, what is a derivative? Well, it means it's derived from something else. For example, let's pull over the Nadex platform here, and let's look at right here, binary indices. Well, what is an indice? Well, it's an index, like a stock index. For example, has anybody ever heard of the Nasdaq? Sure, you've heard of the Nasdaq, right? You hear it on the news, see it in the paper all the time. Well, the US Tech 100 is derived from the Nasdaq. All right, these are binaries that are derived from the Nasdaq. All right here, Wall Street 30, for example. Okay, Wall Street 30, that's the Dow Jones. All right, the US small caps, that's the Russell 2000. The US 500, that's the S&P 500. Okay, so these binaries are derived from that market. You're not actually trading the Nasdaq itself. The Nasdaq is an index, but you're trading binaries that are derived from the Nasdaq, meaning, all right, based on the, let's see here, based on the current indicative index of the Nasdaq. All right now it's at 4412.85. Well, I can buy or sell a binary saying it's going to be above or below one of these numbers here. Okay, and if I were to go in and say, all right, I think the Nasdaq in 2 days when this particular binary expires, I think the Nasdaq will be above 4416, then I can buy this, because I'm saying yes, it'll be above this. And I'm buying it for $52.50. So what is my margin? Well, it's only $52.50. It tells me right there. My risk, my maximum risk is my margin. Okay, that's the nice thing about Nadex is you have defined, limited, capped risk. You know exactly what your potential reward is and what your potential loss is before ever getting into a position. Okay, now to open a live account with Nadex is a minimum of $100 to open a live account with Nadex. Now, obviously, you can put more than that in there, and I would suggest having more than that to actively trade, obviously. But you can open an account with just a minimum of $100, and depending on what it is you're trading, for example, those binaries we just looked at there, if I'm going to buy this one for $52, that's my maximum risk is $52 if I hold it to expiration. Now, I can get out of it early. I don't have to hold it all the way and take a maximum loss, but I know right up front what my margin requirement is. Let's say that I want to trade a Nadex spread. Let's just even say tonight that I want to trade spreads on the euro dollar, okay? And let's say that I choose this one right here from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It opened up at 6 p.m., it'll expire at 8 p.m. Well, I can buy, depending on what my strategy or system is and what spread I want to go with, I could buy this spread right here, and I got to put up $6 to trade that spread. That's my maximum loss, and that's my margin. On this spread right here, if I want to buy this one, maximum is $53 I got to put up. Okay, if I want to go in and look at one of these longer term spreads here, out through tomorrow, all the way till 3 o'clock tomorrow, let's see here, I can make $1 a tick if it goes my direction all the way through 3 p.m. tomorrow. I got to put up $21. Okay, if I want to take one of these bigger spreads like this one here, have a little more room, I don't want to buy that one. Okay, well, that one I got to put up $252. Okay, so there's all kind of different options there for you. Okay, but the point being, When you compare that to day trading stocks, and you have to have $25,000 in margin, okay, or day trading futures, and you've got to put up $500 to $2,500 for just one contract, each contract, or spot Forex, where you got to put up $3,000 or $4,000, to get to a full, a lot of, $10 a tick. Then when you're looking at Nadex, you've got a whole world of other options there to choose from. Okay, you've got Nadex binaries, you've got Nadex spreads, you've got options on, like those four I just showed you there. These bottom four, those are four of the U.S. stock indices. You've also got the Japan 225, which is the Nikkei, the Japanese market, the Germany 30, which is the FDAX, the German market, the FTSE, which is the London market, and you've got this China 50 here. You've got a ton of different options of things that you can trade with very, very low risk, okay? Very, very low risk and very, very low capped risk and very low margin. You don't need $25,000 or $3,000 for one contract, okay? You've got very low margins to put up. You also have 10 different Forex pairs to choose from, whether you're trading day or night, or you're an overnight trader, you want to trade some Aussie or yen pairs, or middle of the night, you want to trade some pound or euro pairs. You've got all kind of options there. You've also got commodities, which are copper, corn, oil, gold, natural gas, soybeans, silver. You have a ton of different things that you could trade, binaries or spreads, with limited capped risk and with a small account and with much smaller margins compared to some of your other options here, but still get great leverage, okay? Now, some of you are asking about leverage and asking about how spreads work. If you hop on over to apexinvesting.com, or I was showing you earlier here, go right here to Elite Education and go right here, Nadex Spreads. You can watch this right there, Nadex Spreads 101. That will walk you through exactly what a spread is, how a spread works, how to pick the right spread, and then show you a few ways to trade them, all right there for you, okay? So you can check those out. Same thing with binaries. If you're interested in those binaries, it's right there, Binaries 101, okay? So great options there for you for new traders, day traders, traders with smaller accounts, okay? Let's see here, Ron, sometimes that can happen is, let's say you have a working order in place, like to go off at a certain time, or I'm sorry, a certain dollar amount, okay, that's going to be held there, okay. Ron, does that help answer your questions there as far as margin requirements? You've got a lot of different options there for you, and much easier margin requirements and lower capped risk than day trading stocks or futures or Forex or so on, okay? So yes, Philip, on Nadex you can. If you're on, let's see here, you go right here, okay, there's some charts right there that you can take a look at, okay? Or you can go right here to the Apex site and go to any one of these options, and right here, getting started, we show you how to get free data and free live charts from Ninja as well, all for free, okay? So yeah, Ron, the E-minis are basically on there. I mean, these are binaries or spreads, but we chart them on the same thing, like on ES or YM or NQ, exactly. And if you go through that course on spreads, it will show you how many Nadex spreads you need to match one futures contract, okay? Like, for example, on a TF or contract, on a Russell contract, you'd need 10 Nadex spreads to equal one future. So if you're a futures trader and you're like, well, I'm used to futures, you can trade spreads the same way. You would have to just see how many spreads you would need to equal one futures contract, but you have the benefit of the capped risk with Nadex, okay? And then great leverage, so check them out. So, okay, I know there's a couple questions coming through. I'll try to get back some of those to keep us on track here. So I see you coming through here. So, like I said, Nadex has a ton of different options there for you with binaries and spreads. You've got multiple expirations on binaries. You've got weekly, daily, intraday, 20-minute binaries, 5-minute binaries, all kind of different spreads. Even though with that low capped risk, you can get out early. You do not have to hold something until expiration. You can get out early. Somebody just asked me, hey, how do I get out early? I believe I saw that question. Yeah, Angela, how do you get out early? Very easily. If you're on Natex, let's just, for an example, I can show you a binary or a spread. Angela, do you trade binaries or spreads? It doesn't matter. They work the same way. Let me show you here on a binary. Okay. All right, binary. All right, so let me pull up this euro-dollar binary. Okay, as you know, these are the different strike prices, right? These are each one of these a different binary contract. The offer side, this is the amount that I can buy a binary for. This is the amount I can sell a binary for, right? So let's say I just want to buy this binary. Actually, no, I'm going to go to 8 o'clock one. Say I buy this binary right here. Okay. So I bought this binary, right? And let's see here. Let me pull this up. Okay. All right, Angela. So I bought the binary, right? You see it in my open positions. I bought that binary contract. You can see +1. Plus means I bought it. If I'd sold it, it would say -1. And I bought it for what? $40.25. Okay. So what is the binary I bought? Is the 1243, which is this one right here, right? So if I bought this, I can hold it till expiration, or I can get out of it early. Let's say I buy it and the market's going up, market's going in my direction, I'm making money. Let's say I'm up $20 or $30 in profit. And I say, hey, I don't want to hold it all the way to expiration. I just want to get out now, take the 20 or 30 profit I have and just get out. Or let's say I bought it for $40.25. The market's not going up, the market goes down against me, and let's say this is now only worth like 15 bucks, and I say, I want to get out now. I don't want to take my full loss, I'll take that partial loss and get out. Well, if I buy something, how do you think I have to get out of it? I have to sell it, right? So this 1243 contract, I can buy it for what? $42.50. I can sell it for what? $34.25, which is noted right here as well. See, current market, $34.25. See, now it's $33.25. It's matching what's up here. Okay, so I bought it. If I want to sell it, what can I sell it for? That's what I can sell it for. So what is the difference of where I bought compared to what I can sell right now is what determines this number right there. That makes sense? So if I have an open position, well, I bought. So if I click this, look what happens. The ticket automatically opens up, already marked what? Sell, right? So I don't have to go in and choose that I want to sell or pick what I want. If it's in my open positions here, all I got to do is click it, it pops up, I sell it, and I get out. And, oh, hold on, the market was moving. Give me a second. So I pull it up. All I got to do is pop it up, sell it, and I get out of it. Okay, and that will close it out for you. Okay, so same with the spread. Like if you're in a spread, you just, whatever you bought it for, you can get out of it for the amount that it shows that you can sell it for right now, and it closes you out. Okay, let me pull this back over here. Give me 1 second. Does that make sense, Angela? Now, sometimes, okay, let me just clear this out of here to show you something. Let me get rid of these. So I had some other stuff going to delete remainder. Okay, let's pop this, sell it, boom. All right, you see that? It just closed it right out. Now, sometimes you said, hey, sometimes I do that and it'll go into working orders. Why will it do that? Well, here's why. Let's say that I bought this one Okay. All right. So I bought it. It's in my working orders. Okay. Leonard, you see right here, bid size, offer size, 30, 50, there's plenty of them there. And you can tell right there what the liquidity is, okay? It'll tell you the number available. All right, so if I click this, I bought this. If I click this because I want to sell out of it early, the ticket already pops up, already marked sell, and it's going to pop up with whatever the price was listed right then. But let's say before I go and place that order, this number changes a little bit. Well, if I said sell it at 30, I'm saying sell it at 30 or better. But if this is not at 30 or better, it's going to go into working orders until it reaches there. So what you can do is adjust this a little bit and like say, all right, sell it for 20 or more. Well, right now I can sell it for $27.75. Boom. So it's going to execute and it's gone immediately. Doesn't go into working orders. The reason you have something go into working orders like that, Cynthia, is because see how like these prices just change a little bit, and you might have pressed enter, but you're 25 cents off, and it's not quite at your order, your limit order just yet. So you could just enter it a couple dollars, less, just to get it filled. Doesn't mean you're going to get a couple dollars less. It's going to get you the best available at the time, but it'll keep those from going into working orders. Okay. Chad, let's hear, but you want to sell after it's making a proper correction. You can get a profit in case the market goes back in their own direction there. Well, Chad, either way, it depends on what you're doing. I mean, if you buy something, if I bought this one for 37 bucks and the market's going up and I can sell it for 60, well, I can hold it till expiration or I can close it out and get my profit right then, the difference between 37 and 60. Or if I'm wrong and the market's going way down, but I don't want to lose the whole amount. Like let's say I bought this $74 binary. I'm buying it saying the market's going up. But hey, the market goes down, all of a sudden this binary is only worth like 25 bucks. Maybe I want to get out of it early. That way I'm only taking a $50 hit instead of a $75 hit. Okay? So you can get in or out either way, whether you're profitable or not profitable. Okay? Yes, Natex is open basically 23 hours a day. They are closed from 5 to 6 p.m. Okay, Eastern time. Other than that, they have tradable instruments 23 hours a day. And they open up Sunday night at 6 p.m. Okay, for like some of the Forex pairs, and then the Japanese market opens that night. And so yeah, there's 5-minute binaries, there's Bitcoin. See how Leonard, there's stuff all over the place. Okay, so all right, they also have a mobile platform. They've got charts and indicators there. It's a great place to get started in day trading, like I said, with smaller accounts and very, very low margins. Okay, let's see here. Hello, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'd need some more information, but the best thing on that is to give Nadex a call to get some information on that. Leonard, bid size and offer size, that's just the number of contracts available. Okay, so like right now, if I want this binary right here, there's 50 of them, 50 contracts right now on the sell side, 50 contracts on the buy side. That's just showing you the number of contracts available. Okay, and Nadex charts, you would just click right there and you can go to quick chart, Clifton, okay, for some of those charts, for the Nadex charts. Let's see here. If you have an open order and save. Helmet says, okay, what you're asking there, Helmet, is, all right, let's say I buy this, okay, and it's in my open positions. I bought it. So I bought it for $36.75. Let's say that I'm just looking to make 20 bucks and get out. I don't want to hold to expiration. I just want to, make 20 bucks and get out. Well, if I click this, remember, to get out, it's already preset to get me out at whatever the current price is. I don't want to get out of the current price, right? I want to make 20 bucks on it. So if I paid $36.75 and I want to make 20 bucks, that means the price has to be at what? $56.75, right? So I just change that to $56.75 and I say place order. Where did that order go? Well, this order is still open, but in working orders is an order to sell this if it gets to $56.75. Okay? Does that answer your question there, Helmut? About how to do that? Perfect. All right. Ben, to answer your question real quick right here, iZone sharpshooter. Yes, Cynthia, exactly. That's how you would take it. That's how you put in a take profit order. Yes, exactly. Okay. Phyllis, send me a screenshot of that in the Apex. What am I trying to say? In the help desk, and address it to me, and I'll take a look at that for you. Okay. I've seen a couple weird issues there too on that. Send me that, and I'll take a look at that for you. All right. So, all right, let's try to move along here, and I'll come back. So, I think everybody can see the power of Nadex, the low risk, capped risk, and plenty of things to trade. Okay, plenty of things to trade. Real quick, Leonard says, what's the minimum bid offer we should look for so there's enough liquidity? Just don't overtrade the market. Meaning, if you should always be able to get out, there should always be a good amount there. But if you're going to go in and try to do 150 contracts, you might not be able to get out of 150 contracts immediately right away. You might have 50 that are available and you get out of 50 of them. And then, you know, within like 20 or 30 seconds, like they'll refill the book with another 50, and then you can get, just don't overtrade what's there is what I recommend. Okay. Right. You might have some split fills there. Okay. If you're going way over. Yes, exactly. If it doesn't hit that amount, then it never got to that amount. Okay. So let's talk about let's move on. Let's talk about some top mistakes that new traders make. I've seen it all the time. People say, hey, this sounds great. I've heard a lot about this day trading stuff. I want to get into it. I love the fact that Nadex doesn't require $25,000 in margin to trade. I love the low, risk and capped risk. That's great. I'm going to do this. I saw a video on YouTube. I think I can do this. I'm quitting my job tomorrow. I heard this great webinar that John did. Okay, I think we lost audio there for a minute. All right. So, people say, hey, I love this. I love this day trading thing, this Nadex idea. I love it. I saw this great video on YouTube. I watched this webinar that John from Apex did tonight, and I got my demo account, and I'm putting in my notice to work tomorrow. I'm going to just jump in this thing, throw all my money in there, and just start this trading deal because I like that. Okay, well, we obviously know, don't quit your job on day one. I can't tell you, that sounds crazy, but I can't tell you how many people I've seen do it. Take the time to learn a system. Trading is not a hobby. Trading is not fun in Vegas at a table gambling. Trading is a career. It is a way of life. It is a livelihood. And think about a career. Think about what careers you guys are in right now. Some of you went to college, some of you didn't, some of you have college degrees, some of you have secondary degrees and master degrees. Think about how much time you put into educating yourself for you to learn the skills that you have and the trade that you have. Think about doctors and lawyers. When we think about doctors and lawyers, we think about these big six-figure incomes. Think about how long that they spent in school and how many years of education they went through, how many thousands or tens of thousands or even more of college student loans that they have and debt that they have coming out of school just to get to be able to start that career. Okay? And, you know, trading is the same thing. I mean, trading has the upside potential of that type of annual income. All right? But it's not a hobby. If you're going to treat it like a hobby and you're just going to gamble, meaning if you're not going to take the time to learn, if you're not going to take the time to watch videos, study systems, study strategies, jump in and really learn what a binary is, what a spread is, what futures are, how the market works, test and trade and demo, master it, get it down before you jump to live trading. If you're just going to watch some random video and throw live money in and go, you're not trading. You're not trading. You're not treating it like a business. You're just gambling. You're really just gambling. You've heard me say this before. If you're going to do that, just go to Vegas. Just do it in Vegas. Trust me, it's a lot more fun. You get to see a lot of shows and get free drinks while you're doing it. You know, and people laugh about that, but I'm serious. If you're just going to throw your money away and jump in without educating yourself, go to Vegas to throw that money away. It's a lot more fun and a lot more memorable, and you can take pictures of it. It'd be good times. Take the family, but invest in yourself. Take the time. And with day trading, you know, we think about such shorter term trading, which is what we should do, that we sometimes think that mentality messes us up because we're like, okay, I'm day trading. I'm looking for short-term positions throughout the day today. And okay, what trades can I get in the next 12 seconds or the next 12 minutes or even the next 12 hours maybe? What can I, and we start thinking so short term that we equate our trading that way and our profitability and our trading account balance that way. And with trading, you have to look at things as a percentage, okay? Not as a dollar amount, all right? Don't think about the, with trading, you want to think about the next 12 months. Where am I going to be in 12 months? Am I still going to be trading? Do I still have an account to trade with in 12 months? Or did I go below it all because I didn't do the right things? Don't think about the next 12 minutes or the next 12 hours or the next 12 days. All right, where are you going to be long-term? Trading is about long-term survival, building your account and slowly compounding. It's not about hopping in and blowing things out of the water in the next 12 minutes or 12 hours. All right? Don't cut corners. Don't try to get there too quick. Great quote that I heard was, the longest distance to a destination is a shortcut. Because most of the time it'll bring you right back to where you started from or even further behind when you don't fully learn your strategy. You don't jump in and master your system, or you're trying to use some random online chart instead of having live charts and live data letting you know exactly what's currently going on in the market right now, up to date live data. Not taking advantage of your demo account, just jumping straight into that live money. I know I've said it 5 times already, and you'll probably hear me say it another 10 before we're over. Use that demo account. Practice, master, test, learn what you're doing before you put in your live money. You know, another thing I've seen, I've showed y'all a couple times where you can hop on just to our website here, much less everywhere else, but hop on and just go right here. Everything you want to know about Nadex spreads is right there. Everything you need about Nadex binaries is all right here, and it's free to watch. All it will cost you is some time. Invest in yourself. Take the time. I can't tell you how many people do not take advantage of that free education and go through and watch that and invest that time because they don't want to. They want to just jump right in. But don't cut those corners. Do it right. It will pay off for you in the end. Have a long-term goal. Why did you get into trading? Keep that goal in mind. Make sure it keeps you focused and on your path. Did you do it for extra time with your family because you want to quit your job? You just want extra money, more time, whatever it is. Stay focused on that. Have a good risk management plan. Do not over trade. Do not risk too much money. And you've heard us talk about the 5% to $1 million in 12 months. That's not some get-rich-quick compounding thing I'm trying to, feed you some line on. But draw it out for yourself. Get a piece of paper, and I'm here in a minute. If you put $1,000 into a trading account, okay, and for the first month, all you tried to do was make 5%. Well, every day. So you're like, okay, so I'm going to trade, and tomorrow I'm going to trade and make 50 bucks and then stop. That's ridiculous. I don't want to make $50 tomorrow. Okay, well, hear me out. That's to see right there from day one, you're like, oh, I want to go make hundreds and thousands. If you can't make $50 in a day, you cannot make 500 in a day. All right? If you cannot make 5%, if you can't throw $1,000 in an account and make 5%, which is 50 bucks, you'll never make 500 bucks or 5,000 in a day. All right? If you can't make 50, you can't make 500. But if you made 5% every day for the next month, well, that $1,000 would turn into $2,000 by the end of the second month. Then again, all you do is make for the next month 5% a day, which is then $100 a day. By the end of the third month, that would double. You work that math out all the way to 12 months, and that's $1,000 up to $1 million in 12 months. Again, I'm not giving you some little compounding get rich quick scheme there. I'm trying to help you understand the power of 5%, the power of compounding your trading. And some of you say, oh, well, so after like 6-7 months, man, I'm going to be trading all day. That's a lot of trades, right? No. What I mean by that is compounding. Meaning, if I want to go in and buy this binary right here, for example, you're like, okay, so you're saying like the more as the months go by and I have a bigger account, I trade more and more and more and more all day long. No, you still trade your same strategy and your same system. You take the good trades. You wait and you wait for the trades to line up properly. And when you're going in and you're buying this binary here, for example, cool. Say in a couple of months when your balance is doubled, the next month, maybe you're doing 2 contracts at a time, or maybe at some point 10 contracts at a time. You're not trading more and more like throughout the day. You're just trading more contracts. You're taking the same good trades, the right setups, but instead of doing 1 at a time, maybe you're doing 10. All right, and that compounding just adds up. Okay, Lewis, you'd have to get directly with Nadex on that one. I couldn't help you on that one. Yeah, you'd have to get, and I think Nadex has some information on there. Okay, can the contract size be under 1? Ali, no, there's nothing. No, one contract is one contract. There's not half contracts. There's one contract. Okay, you can do 1 or 50 or however many are in there, 1, 5, 10. Okay, but yeah, I cannot do less than 1. Okay, like Craig says, I shoot for 3 to 5 trades per day. Craig's been around for a while. 3 to 5 trades per day. That's great, right? And maybe in the beginning, you're only doing 1 contract at a time on each one of those trades. Maybe as your account builds and grows, you're doing 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. It's just the power of compounding. So, and make sure, trade with risk capital. Okay? Do not trade with your rent money. Do not trade with the kids' college money. Trade with extra money risk capital. When you start trading with the rent money and the kids' college money, you start trading out of need and desperation and fear, and you got to make up for a loss, and it's going to mess with you mentally. Okay? It's going to mess with you mentally. You have to trade with risk capital. And you want to know when to stop for the day, either up or down. Okay? Meaning, hey, if I'm up 5% for the day, I stop. If I'm down 5% of the day, I stop. Have a set goal in mind. It's a plan. When I reach this amount up, I'll stop. Or if I'm down, I'll stop. Now, I already said before, trading is not gambling. But it's the same thing. Like you've heard people say, oh, I went to the tables in Vegas, and I was up and I was up, and I just kept going. I'm just like this trading god, this gambling god. I'm just going and going. Oh, I lost it all. Should have walked away when I was up. Or hey, no, I was good. I went to the table saying I'm only going to lose this amount and I'm going to stop. Where does Vegas get you? Oh, I'm down, but I really feel this next one. I'm going to get this next one here, and it's going to be a winner. Oh, now I've got to keep going because I've got to get some of that money back. And what happens? You just get down and down and down, right? So know when to stop for the day, whether up or down. Have a plan, stick to a system, take emotion out of it. And again, I know it's the first time you've heard it tonight, right? Trade in demo until you get it down and profitable. Be profitable in demo, master a strategy or system in demo. Also, another big mistake I've seen people make is they think they have to go in and they have to know everything before they can do anything. And that is not the case. Yes, educate yourself. Yes, take the time to learn. But you don't have to learn the ins and outs of 10 different systems before you can start trading one system. I recommend that you go in, you learn one system, you pick one system, you start practicing in demo, learn the rules back and forwards, ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s, how the market works, how the system works, the exact entry rules, and so on. Okay? And master that one system in demo, get that system down, see yourself being profitable in demo. Then once you move over to live, make sure you're trading well in live and you're being profitable in your live account. Then from there, you can go add on a second system and start the process all over. Do one at a time. You do want to add on different systems because you want to have multiple plays in your playbook, meaning, the markets don't react the same every day. Some days are trending days, some days are choppy days, and there's different systems and strategies that will apply and work in those different market conditions. So you want to don't be married to just one system. Okay, it's not about the system. It's about having a couple different systems or strategies that will work in the different type of market conditions and on different days so that you can trade on all of those days. Okay, and so a lot of those things we just covered there also go into the same thing of not just top mistakes, but why they fail. And it's a lot of what we just covered there is impatience, jumping in without training, lack of education, having bad risk management, trading live too soon, being inconsistent, not following the systems. Or another big one is not taking every trade, meaning, hey, I've got this great system I came across. It has an 80% win rate. Okay, well, that's good. But 80, and then you wonder, and then they say, oh, but I'm not doing well. I have an 80% win rate system. When I go back and I back test it, it wins 80% of the time. But when I'm live trading it, I only seem to win like 30% of the time. What's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on is you're not taking every trade. When you go back and back test something, you're back testing it, looking at every single trade setup, saying, okay, if I'd entered here, got out here, boom, profit. Enter here, boom. But when it comes to live trading, you haven't tested it enough. You haven't demo traded enough to have the confidence to press the button when it comes to live money. I hear that all the time. Man, I was demo trading, I was doing great with this system, but when I moved over to live trading, I'm not doing good. Why? Because you're trading differently. You're not taking every single trade. You're hesitant because it's live money, and it's like, okay, well, that's a setup there. All the rules line up, ABC 1, 2, 3, but I don't want to press the button just yet. I don't want to enter. I want to wait. Okay, yeah, the market is going that direction. I want to see it go that direction a little bit more. Okay, now I'm pretty comfortable. Now I'll get in. And you just moved, or you just missed 70% of that trend. You just missed 70% of the move and 70% of the profit. Or you're like, I didn't feel real comfortable about that trade, so I didn't take it. So I tried to take the next one. It was a loser. So then I was scared because of that loser, so I didn't take the next two trades, and those were both winner. Oh, be consistent. Learn your system, learn your strategy. Don't jump around between them. Be consistent. Use good charts. Take every entry, okay? And don't go off of gut feelings, all right? You always do what the chart tells you to do. You learn your strategy, your system. You master it in demo. You have confidence in it, knowing that it works and knowing that you know the rules. Yes, you'll have losers. Yes, you'll have losing trades. Yes, you'll even have losing days. It's not about one trade or one day or even 1 week. It's about where are you at the end of the month? Where are you? Are you consistently growing, consistently being profitable? Okay? And don't think you know it all. Always take time to learn. Be a part of a group. Be a part of a place to socialize, bounce ideas off of other people, and be mature enough to know that there is no perfect system. All right, there's no system that wins 100% of the time. All right, there's no system that never has losers in any market condition. That does not happen. That's a fantasy world. There's nothing out there like that. So don't waste your time going from one system to the other, trying to find the perfect system that will never lose for you. Or you get onto some new system, you start to learn it, you're trading it, you like it, oh, you have a bad trade, oh, you have a bad day, I'm going to go on to another system. No, you've got to take the good with the bad and write it out, okay? And you have to learn to read the market conditions. You know, it's not all about just ABCs, but it's also about the 1, 2, 3s, meaning not just, hey, with this strategy or system, when this indicator does this and this indicator does this, then I buy. Well, I know those system rules. I know where it's ABC when these line up. But why? Why am I taking trades when that happens with these indicators? Why am I taking trades when the market's doing a certain thing? What does it mean when news is coming out? Should I trade or not trade? What does it mean when, you know, there's a lot of volume and the markets are really moving? Are those days to trade or not trade? Are those days to trade this system or that? Learn to read the market. What kind of day is it? Is it a choppy day? Is the market, you know, staying real flat and there's no volume? So you want to use a range bound type strategy. We talk about that in some of the training I'll show you. Or, you know, is it moving today? Is it really volatile and there's lots of movement, there's lots of volume? Oh, okay. Don't just look at ABC 1, 2, 3 because a trending strategy is not going to work for you on a choppy day. Okay? A range-bound strategy is not going to work for you on a trending day. You have to know which days to use your systems. And again, know when to stop for the day. Understand that at times you're going to have losses. And don't be greedy. If your strategy or system says get in here and now get out here, but you're like, oh, but I don't want to get out yet because I might make more. Let me just keep making more. And then the market comes back against you and you lost. Do not reward bad behavior. Don't be greedy. Take your profits when you're supposed to. Okay? Like I said, take time to learn. It's about where are you going to be 12 months from now, not in 12 days. Surviving. Trade with risk capital. Don't trade out of need. And keep it, socialize and ask questions. Like I said, be a part of a group, be in a forum, be in a room, ask others what they're doing, see what other people are doing, see what successes they have. If you go to, a couple of y'all are asking some questions here. Let me hop on over here and I'm going to show you 90% of your questions here that have come through. I'm going to kind of scroll back and make sure I catch up. But again, hop on over to apexinvesting.com. Sign up, get a free username and password to get access to all this education. Okay, but I want to show you something here. If you go here to the forum, remember I showed you the forum? This is our trading questions forum right here. This is a great place, absolutely free, to jump in and socialize with other people. All right, there's a ton of stuff in here. You can go to latest right here and it'll show you what people are posting. You can go through and check out their posts, all the different responses. You can post your own questions in here. And hey, what are y'all doing? What are you not doing? What do you recommend? Talking about psychology, resource management, risk management, what markets you trade, all the different trading systems. But there's one section here, right here under the general trading forum. It says you can do this and why you should. These are posts like every day. I mean, this is from earlier today, 5 hours ago, 7 hours ago, 2 days ago. Well, we just came out of the weekend. 3 days, 3 days, 4 days. There's the people talking in our forum about what they're trading. You know, like today, got 27 ticks on YM, took an elevator trade for 10 ticks, got 10 ticks on gold, NQ 11 ticks. Last week, you know, this system versus this system. I got 14 ticks on this. I got 19 ticks on this. Another trade. Hop in here. See what these people are doing. All right. See what systems they're trading. All right. These are people from our rooms. These are leaders from our rooms. These are traders in our room. Grab 24 ticks on NQ. Got 30 ticks today on YM. Great way to start the day. These are from posters from people just like you or me in their trading. They even show their charts. Here's where I did it. Here's where I got in. Here's where I got out. Here's what system I was using. You can ask questions and talk to people. When you get into trading, you know, people talk about, I want to quit my job. I want to work at home. I want to work for myself. That's great. We all do. And trading is one of the best ways to do that, is to work for yourself. But it doesn't mean that you have to work by yourself. You can still be a part of a group. Socialize with other traders that are sitting at their house in front of a computer too. Like, what are you doing? What are you trading? Oh, that's a great idea. I mean, all you got to do is go through here. I mean, you can see in our forum, like just right here, like go to latest. People asking questions like, you know, what about this system or that system? Let me find one. You know, there's a new person asking, please point me in the right direction. Where do I start? You got 6 people that answer, 5 people that answer me here going, go here, try this, do this. You know, people asking, you know, about this system versus this system, and people responding saying, well, here's what I do. Here's my success. Here's what I like or don't like. Be a part of something like that, okay? Be a part of that and check out what other people are doing, all right? And like I said, they'll post their chart. They'll post where they entered. So that way it's not just, we don't want people in here going, oh, I make all this money. No. Here's what I did today. Here's what system I'm doing. Here's the chart. Here's where it marked up where I got in and where I got out. Here's why I took the trade. Here's what I was looking at. You saw that where I pulled up like those charts. Every one of those are like that. It's a learning social area of here's what I did and why. Or you'll have people, you'll see all the time. They'll put their charts in there and go, hey, what did I do right or what did I do wrong? I got into this trade at this time. It didn't work out. Can anybody tell me what I maybe could have done better? Yeah, exactly. There you go, Craig. About to say it. It's traders helping traders. And it's a free forum area for you there to check out. Okay, so check that out. All right, couple of questions here that you guys had. A couple of you said, where can I get live charts and data? All right, if you're looking at my screen here, you're on the Apex site. Go right here, go to Nadex spreads or binaries, either one. Right down here it says getting started and set up. We show you how to get NinjaTrader charting platform for free. We show you how to get live futures data for free and live Forex data for free. All you got to do is go through there right there. Okay, so there's that one. Let me just look here. Give me a second, guys. I'm going through some of your questions. I got answered, or they answered. We got them answered on the next section here. Let's see. All right, Pete. Nice. Got that certificate. Very cool. Let us know how that goes for you. Yeah, Ron, the E-mini S&Ps, those Natex binders are based off the ES. If you're charting at the US 500, the ES. Okay, so yeah, it's the E-mini. Let's see here. Just going through, making sure I got some questions here. For part-time, do you recommend to start with binary scalps or spreads? I'm always personally going to recommend that people start with Nadex spreads. Whether you're full-time, part-time, big account, little account, but especially if you're new, part-time and little account, I'm always going to recommend Nadex spreads. I mean, honestly, even to seasoned traders, I'm going to tell you go with spreads. I trade binaries, I trade them all the time, but I trade a lot more spreads. I personally prefer the spreads. The spreads mirror the market. They're a much better way to learn how the market works and learn how to mirror the market. They have a much lower risk and potentially a higher profit ratio when the market moves. Okay. Leonard, is Nadex located in the States? Yes, Nadex is based in Chicago, and they are regulated here in the U.S. by the CFTC. Yes, Ben, yes, the iZone sharpshooter system right here. Nadex spreads, systems, iZone sharpshooter. Let's see here. All right, we talked about the liquidity. You can see the number of contracts on the bid and offer side. Yeah, hello. What you're asking me there about the winning and losing trades canceled, I'm not sure what you mean. Give Nadex a call on that one if you're having an issue with your orders going through on your account. Okay. Sandy, you asked about the Nadex hours. They open up at 6 p.m. Eastern Sunday night, and then they close at, I believe, 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Okay. Catherine, will the demo account expire? They call it a lifetime demo account. I think it goes out until like the year 2042 or something. I mean, it's like 30-something years, so you don't have to worry about it expiring anytime soon. And it's a free demo account with Nadex, so definitely do that. Let's see. Mark asked about advanced strategies. Yes, there's a couple different places you can go here under binaries, systems, advanced. Okay, and there's some straddles and strangles where you buy and sell a binary at the same time, but different binaries under strangle and butterfly. Okay, so there's a couple of advanced strategies there as well. Let's see here. Yeah, for any tax questions, I would contact Nadex on that. Let's see here. Once marine, always marine. Ron, thank you for the comment. I appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and thank you for your feedback and jumping in there too. Appreciate that. Let's see here. The cancel ones. You might want to consider calculating 5%, especially when the contract size increases. Yeah, Mark, absolutely. Mark brings up a good point. When we're talking about the $1,000 to, starting off that first month and 12 months later, yes, when you're looking at that 5%, you also want to keep in mind the commissions you're paying, because when you are doing larger number of contracts, you're paying more commissions. So yes, you definitely need to figure that in. Good point, Mark. Thank you for that. Yeah, a couple of people say, hey, where are some good places to learn strategies? Again, on the Apex website here, absolutely free education. Start education right here, Nadex spreads or binaries. Goes through with basic education, explaining what they are, and then boom, a whole section of videos on different training or trading systems that we use. Or on spread, same thing, different trading systems that we use, some advanced systems, all kind of great information there on some different systems to use. Let's see here. Yeah, Sandy, you can follow us and discussion as well at facebook.com/apexinvesting. Okay. Some good chat rooms there. Some people are asking about chat rooms or socializing. Yeah, follow us on Facebook. Otherwise, just hop in that forum like I showed you, man. There's just tons of stuff in there every single day. We have over 16,000 members here with Apex. All right, so you've got tons of people to socialize there and ask questions with. Okay, and people have been around for a long, long time. Okay. No, Leonard, Apex is not a subsidiary of Nadex. We're completely two separate companies. We're not owned by each other. We're not. Nadex is the exchange. Apex, like I said, we're an online community of traders helping traders. We're a education company. So we do these education webinars for Nadex on Monday nights, every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Just giving you some free education of how to trade Nadex. Richard, not just yet. We're getting on there. Yes, Walter, it is. Ninja Trader, yeah. Yep. Yeah, a couple of you are asking about spreads and how spreads work. Are they similar to options, equity options? No, they're very different. They work $1. They're basically $1 per tick. And if you go ahead and go right here to the spreads 101, you can check that out. You can hear that, huh, Gary? Yeah, it started doing that to me a little while ago. I need to get that taken care of there. All right, let's see here. Leonard says, if it's $100 or zero per contract, why are people mentioning profit on a certain number of pips, like they made 10 pips or 17 pips? I think what you're asking there, Leonard, was in the forum here when I was showing that section. Okay, right here, you can do this and why. And people talking about, oh, I got this many ticks or this many ticks. Not everybody is in here is trading Nadex binaries. Okay, some of them are trading futures contracts, which are, depending on the future contract is, $5 a tick or $10 a tick, whatever it is they're trading, or they might be trading Nadex spreads. And Nadex spreads is $1 a tick. Okay, it's all about the tick or pip movement in the market when you're trading Nadex spreads. You may be doing one spread, you may be doing 10 spreads, or you may be doing, like YM. If you're trading futures on that, that's $5 a tick. So just one contract, boom, that quick little elevator, 10 tick, that was $50. Maybe you're doing 5 contracts at a time, and it's $250. So it's not all just Nadex binaries. As far as the ticks, some of this is Nadex spreads, some of this is futures. Okay, so you'll see some different things there. Okay. Robert says, thanks a lot. This is coming full circle for me. Great, Robert. I hope some of this helps you out here. I really, really do. Let's see here. Richard, I don't know that I have a book I'd recommend for that, but there's a lot of good information about that in our forum, actually. If you go to the forum, some great information on some different articles here, as well as, let's see here, some of the underlying markets and under strategies. Okay. All right, guys, I think I've got, if I missed your question here, shoot it back to me real quick, but I think I've got most of it. Will IZSS on that one. There's actually a whole video for that as well.